I've had a comment, why is it all you Maine homesteaders always wear a hat and always have your hood up? Well, when you're outside and it's this time of year or in winter or fall and you're a little bit older, like I am, the wind seems to bother me more on the back of my neck than it ever used to. So that's why the hood is up. I wear a hat because I like to keep my head and ears warm. So if you see us Maine homesteaders with a hat on and our hood up, and they're my age, it's probably because it keeps them warm, folks. Like I said, if you're a homesteader, you're out a lot during the day, and the more comfortable you are, the longer you can stay out there and the more you enjoy it. It is the season. For those of you who homestead or have homesteaded, you know what spring means. For those of you who have never homesteaded or want to homestead, spring is very busy. It's one of the busier seasons. One, especially up here in Maine, the Northeast. Everything, there's snow melt, there's water sitting everywhere, the water is high, everything is soft, everything is saturated. But the birds are starting to lay, the males are getting frisky, the females are looking for places to put their nest, and the males are fighting over the females, right? So it's very active at the homestead. And that's just the birds, right? I've got to set up, I've got to reset up. You put up in the spring and take down once the mating season and the egg season is over, right? Well, up here, I do anyway, because structures have multi-purpose. There's not a tool, There's not a tool that does just one job. Everything has multi-functions, right? So last Friday afternoon, I had a female goose looking for a place to lay her eggs, and I wanted to do something different this year. I have two females and 3 male geese. One male is sterile, so they all fight over the same nest, much like chickens do. They fight over the same nest, and 5 geese sitting on one nest. The eggs just won't hatch. They'll crush them, right? So I have to do something different. So I have a male dominant goose who he's the leader of the pack, folks. So the sterile male goose, he's just compliant with just about anything and everything. About like some people I know, just tell me what to do, where to go, how high to jump, where to lay, where to sit, where to shit, right? I know some people that are like that. Life is pretty easy, right? Life is pretty easy. They just do what they're told, just like a robot, right? So I took the dominant goose and one of the female, and I put them in a pen of their own. I strung up some wire. So that took a little adjusting. For anyone who wants to know how to catch a goose after dark, you just go up to them and you gently, folks, grab them right here, gently, just to hold them from trying to peck you to death, right? Or bill you to death. And then you just scoop them up under this arm. And they are an arm load, folks. They are. So, but they don't fight because it's dark, right? If you wanted to put a towel over their head to make it even more dark, that's up to you. I don't feel that I need to do that with mine. They do not like getting picked up, but they, in the dark, if you control their head, if they want to get cantankerous, and put your arm underneath them and just put them where you want them. It was just so simple. First try for both of them, right? So that allows the other The other male goose, who is not sterile, which is its brother to the dominant one, that gives him free range with the other female goose. He was getting picked on pretty hard by its brother, the dominant goose. So I want him to gain a little seniority, and his feathers need to grow back. He's pretty shaggy because if you've seen a goose fight, folks, they'll just grab onto the tail feathers or a wing or whatever, and they'll just be one, just going all around the yard, and the feathers come out, they break off, which will grow back, right? It just so anyway, I've got happy geese right now. I've got a happy ruined duck. The ruined duck is the only ruined duck. He's male. He's extremely old, folks, but he is right in love with a wild female mallard, and she just came into the bog. Just came into the bog this morning, so you talk about a almost decrepit male duck who just wants to sleep all day. He'll walk 10 steps, lay down, fall asleep for a half hour, and he'll do that all day long. But now that his girlfriend is back, he has come to life, folks. You have never seen. He acts like a teenager out there. So anyway, so my ruined duck is happy. He's getting a little frisky. He's acting like a teenager. My geese are all set. I've got one female Muscovy duck left. The predator's got all the other females last fall. So she laid her first egg this morning. I saw that she was looking for a place to put a nest. So I've got to figure out something today with that. I have no rooster because the goose, the dominant goose, they got into a fight, right, and killed my rooster, the only rooster I had left. So I know I'm not going to get any fertilized chicken eggs, so I've got to figure out something. So it's busy, folks. It's busy. Birds will keep you on your toes. Well, they keep me on my toes. So long story short, I haven't put out a video. With that said, if you want a homestead, plan on being busy. There's always something to do. There's always a lot to learn. Just when you think you've got everything figured out, it changes on you. And that's just part of the norm, right? It's just a fluid state. I'm hoping to reestablish my Muscovy duck flock. I am hoping to establish a goose flock. And my chickens, I'm going to have to figure something out. So it's just so wet, folks. It's so wet. There's no snow. There's barely any ice in the bog. It's this chunks here and there, but I could throw a marble and it would go right through, right? So it's basically floating slush that's together.